Welcome to the Disney Hour Express podcast. I'm Abbie.
And I'm Rob. We are two hopelessly romantic Disney enthusiasts.
Sharing fun stories, secret tips, and family travel experiences.
If you are a Disney newbie, or maybe a season pass holder, we hope you find this information helpful.
We turned our love of Disney into a unique boutique travel agency that books Disney and Universal vacations.
We've got a lot of stories, so cozy on up, choose your favorite drink,
whether that be a cocktail or a hot chocolate,
and enjoy the Disney Hour Express.
Hey, Potterneers, welcome aboard the Disney Hour Express. Today, we're taking you on a magical journey that starts deep in the lush, untamed wilderness of Animal Kingdom and lands us under the shimmering lights of Epcot. We're talking all things park hopping, how to make the most of your time, what to ride, where to eat, and the best tips for soaking up the thrills of the safari and sipping around the world. Although we didn't really sip around the world this time, we've got tips for that anyways. You either do it or you don't. All in one day.
That was a mouthful.
Ooh.
You got it all out, huh?
I almost didn't. I stumbled there, but that's just natural.
Just like I just filmed a little promo reel, and it definitely wasn't my first time saying that. You'll see it out there, but I kept stumbling on some words. But
it's the end of the day.
It's the end of the day. Everyone survived me cooking dinner. Anyway, we won't get into that. It was all in boxes, guys. Let's not give me too much credit.
But listen, it was so delightful to see him in the kitchen cooking.
I'm not even going to go into a big spiel about that, but the implications there, like as if I'm just sitting around not doing anything. Ask what happens in the mornings. Anyway.
That's true. He's the breakfast guy.
We're here today. Yes, we're talking about our park hopping, rope dropping. I think you're going to hear this again in our actual recap as we're talking about it, because we're back. We're not on our Disney trip. We recorded the reactions. I think it was a day. It was a day later. Or it was the same day now.
I think it was a day later.
No, that's right. We recorded it after our Hollywood Studios day. We can't remember. It's been a while. It's a week after we recorded that.
Yep.
Because, so we're back in the studio.
Here we are.
But we're here. We're doing a little intro. Obviously, we have some thoughts of the day. We'll probably save those for afterwards.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we should say?
No, we hope you enjoyed the episode.
We hope you enjoy the episode.
Yeah.
Here it goes. Hello, Potterneers from the future. This is Rob.
The Tomorrowland Potterneers.
That's Abbie. We're not talking to you from the People Mover, but we are back talking to you from our... Well, we just had a Hollywood studio day. We
did.
But we're talking from the balcony of our hotel at the Riviera.
That's
which
right.
Is still gorgeous.
It's amazing. And it's also 11 p.m. and it is still party down there.
But let's not, it is. In fact, I thought the pool was supposed to close at 11. There are a lot of people leaving the pool, a line of people, but it's supposed to close at 11. It's not party and it's people screaming and throwing stuff around, and it's there's not music playing. It's just people doing people things down below. And so that's okay.
They're being people-y.
We don't hear them when we close we get inside and close the door. I don't want you to think
that's
you're going to come here and it's a loud
no.
hotel.
No.
It's not like the Art of Animation or Pop Century pools, and it's just crazy with kids.
Oh, man. Bananas.
No.
So anyways, what are we talking about on this one? Because
we
just had a Hollywood Studios day.
But we're actually talking to you about our our first, traditional park day, right? We're talking about we did on Tuesday of our trip.
Yes.
We did we did some rope dropping, but we also did some park hopping.
I know.
So
That's
this
a
is the rope
new
droppingest,
kind of
park
day for us.
hoppingest episode we've ever done before.
Yes. So listen, folks. Rob had a plan. He had a plan. He was a man with a plan, and we followed this plan. And I have to say, the morning was like pretty successful. We did wake up super early, and we got to the buses. We were there right at 7:41 a.m.
No, 6:41.
Sorry. Oh, you're so right. It was 6:41 a.m. How could I make that mistake? I'm like
You were
looking
hoping
right
it
at
was
the sign.
7:41.
I was looking.
You,
I was
you were
hoping.
wishing we were getting there at 7:41.
No, it was 6:41 a.m. and the plan was to get on those buses to get to Animal Kingdom ASAP.
It's a rope drop. And so now let me just say the reason behind why we're doing that. Obviously, as we know, Animal Kingdom is going under a lot of construction with the removal of Dino Land.
Mm-hmm.
And so
No Tree of Life show and all that stuff.
There's no Tough to Be a Bug. So there's not a lot of queued rides to go to. So we didn't want to use our multi-pass on that because of the fact that we were park hopping to Epcot later in the day.
Correct.
We wanted to make sure that we were able to get on Test Track. So what we were going to do, we're gonna rope drop super early, use our early entry.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are on a resort, a Disney resort. You get there, you get access a half hour before the normies get it or allowed access. So it's, if you can use it, use it. Also, so Animal Kingdom is an unusual park. It opens at 8 officially, 7:30 for early entry, but they start letting you in before that.
Oh, yeah. So we were kind of like walking off the bus onto the Animal Kingdom, like kind of entry area, not like in it yet, around 7:04.
Yeah.
And then
so
we actually...
before you get into that, I just want to add that we did get on the bus. Our bus came at 6:48.
Okay.
So we got to the bus stop at 6:41. Bus came at 6:48. 6:48. We were the only...
We were
the only 4 people on the bus. So,
So what does that tell you about us? So we're the only ones. So we're stepping onto like the Animal Kingdom property around 7:04, and then we're actually getting into the actual park, like checked in and everything, as early as 7:19, right? For when it's supposed to be like 7:30 or so. So we're in.
Correct. So
we're
in Animal Kingdom. There were already people there before us. We were not the first ones there. There was already a line, and of course we had to do our security. We had to go through security. I think we all got stopped that first day.
Yeah,
because we just had everything spread out. We changed our strategy later. We'll get into that. So we go through security. We all got frisked and checked. There was some probing. I'm not going to talk about that.
No.
But so we made our way. So we also I got a single pass lightning lane for Flight of the Passage because that's what everyone rope drops.
Yes.
So everyone, as they're going into the park, you see them all head down.
I'm so glad you got video footage.
And then they make a left.
Yeah.
And then everyone's going that way. And then everyone makes that right. And very few people just keep going straight because we wanted to go to Navi River Journey.
Yes.
Which becomes the next busiest ride quickly. Kilimanjaro Safaris does not open at early entry, so it starts at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It's only Dinosaur opens early entry. Cali River Rapids doesn't open until 9 o'clock, so it's an hour after park entry. And then, Expedition Everest opens at 7:30, early entry, and that's really it. That's like the 6 queued rides that you could do. So, we wanted to do Navi River Journey.
That's right. So
did we wait at all? What time did we get to Navi River Journey?
We got there at 7:26 and we're walking through the line at that time. No wait.
Yeah, it was a walk on. It was
which
a
was
walk-on. It was
wonderful.
awesome. We had front row. I was doing a lot of footage. I had a gimbal with me. Abbie was taking pictures
Yes. And we were enjoying ourselves
when
most
she
of all.
could. This was a good way to start. All right, that was a little loud.
Yeah, that was loud.
All right, buddy. Hey, calm it down with the machismo down there.
The cheese.
All right.
All right. So, I mean, that was amazing. We've already now completed our first ride, and we were kind of being a little crazy because we knew we were coming back to Pandora a little bit later. And this is where the strategy, I got a little worried because we were going to be bouncing around a lot, but it allowed us to do more. So I respected that. And I was like, okay, let's try it out. So now at this point, we are headed over to Dino Land. We're going to go do the dinosaur ride.
Which is the last remaining
Yeah.
attraction over in Dino Land.
Right. Can I just mention that none of us actually like this ride, but we felt the need that we had to do it because it's the last time,
I think Bailey, for some reason, had a fond memory of it. But
she did it, but
she
after
had-
that, she was like, "Oh, I do not like that ride." She was like, "I don't like it at all. It's too scary. It's too bouncy.
Yeah,
it's too whatever."
it's still very herky jerky.
Yeah.
Like,
So we're getting on this ride at 7:51 a.m.
Yeah,
Still not
7:51.
even regular park opening hours yet. Second ride.
Yes, and we're getting on the ride. We're going through the queue. We're talking Felicia Rashad. We're talking what is it? A Pterodon? I always forget the name of that dinosaur that we're supposed to bring back. We brought back a dinosaur. I'm just gonna let you know now.
That's true.
So after that, we headed over to, and I'll point out that we did have our lightning lane for Flight of the Passage was from 8:05 to 9:05. I will come back to that in a little bit.
Okay.
So after Dinosaur, where do we go?
After that, you guys went
We
over
broke away. Bailey and I went on to
the Everest ride.
we went on to Expedition Everest.
Yep. And Heidi and I, what did we do? We just kind of hung out. We walked around. We got a little snacky.
Yeah.
We took some pictures. We were trying to wait for you guys to come down.
And that was at like
8:23 a.m. was about like
that was when you were looking for us.
We were looking for you. So around then.
We walked on to the ride. It was a straight walk on.
Yeah.
There was no one there.
Which is
it
wild.
was a 5-minute wait. We walked on, walked right up, and it was like, yeah. Abbie was like, "Well, text me when you're at the front. We're gonna try to take pictures of you." And like we were already on the ride going at that point.
Like okay, all right.
So we did that. Had a really great time. Newsflash: we saw the shadow of a Yeti. I didn't see
Did
the
you
actual.
guys throw a hair tie?
No, it seemed like they just cleaned that out too. There weren't that many up there. They must have just cleaned them up.
Every morning. I could see that. All right. So then at that point, we took a couple photos. We're looking around. But then it's coming up to our safari ride, which we got onto around 9:12, 9:15,
Yeah.
sometime between then.
And yeah, and this took that, but that was pretty good. It took a little while. It seemed like there was some giraffe jams
Yes.
as we were getting on, so there were definitely some delays in getting there.
Yeah.
So that queue could kind of move slowly because it's all just trucks of people being loaded on, going, and then the ride itself, it takes about 25 minutes or so.
Right. Listen, this time that I have never seen the lions so active ever.
Yeah.
I've been on this ride, the safari ride, hundreds of times it feels like at this point. I have so many pictures. But the lions were so active. They were like pacing and looking at us and like seeking us out. It was so interesting. And I got so many pictures of the baby giraffe Tucker.
Baby Tucker.
And that was awesome.
Yeah.
And it was just awesome to see the elephants that we feel like we're more familiar with after our little elephant experience and things like that.
Yeah.
There were some really hysterical and inappropriate jokes happening behind us. I don't know if you heard about it, but one of the elephants had his manliness showing. And just the people behind us were just like really
They couldn't.
into it.
Oh,
They couldn't.
okay.
They're like, oh, everybody wishes that theirs hung down to the ground like that. And I was like, oh, I hope nobody hears this. I hope the girls didn't hear it. It was
My.
crazy.
Oh my.
I know. Anyways, enough about that. I mean,
Yeah,
it was cool to see
It was a
so
good
many
surprise.
animals.
You know what? It's worth going definitely first thing in the morning. That's
Yes.
when they're most active. It's not as hot, so the animals are doing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we saw it all.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it all.
All right, so then now at this point we're going back to Pandora because now we've got our lightning lane for Flight of Passage.
And what time was that?
That was we were wearing the glasses at 10:11 a.m.
10:11. Now, what you're saying is, I had a lightning lane from 8:05 to 9:05. Interesting. And now we're going on the ride at 10 o'clock.
How does that work, Rob?
So, lightning lanes, single pass, and multi-pass. If you have one, you officially can tap into your ride 5 minutes before. You can officially go into your ride 15 minutes late. But now, unofficially, this isn't on the Disney website, you have an hour and 59 minutes after your time expires to get onto the ride. Now, was this one of those things where I was talking about something that I hadn't tried yet, and Abbie was slightly worried that we weren't able to get on the ride?
I didn't think I was like, there's no way. I really, like, I think I don't get enough credit for going with the flow. I sometimes feel like there's pushback and annoyance when I question.
Well, when you question me, you should know that I know things.
But you clearly now admit that you weren't 100% sure.
I did turn back to her and say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew it worked on the multi-pass lightning lanes. I didn't know it worked on single pass. I wasn't 100% sure. I was like 75% sure. So we were taking a chance that it wasn't gonna work. But guess what? That ring turned green, and I was like, phew, because that would have been a crying Bailey. Abbie would have been mad at me. Heidi would have just been, but
listen, we used this trick for the rest of our trip. It was just like, we've got another 2-3 hours to burn. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like we're it still seemed like we were rushing a little bit, but we'll get into that as we do that. So that was that. What time was that? You said we were doing?
We went on that ride. It was 10:11, and then by the time we got off, like we're at 10:40, we're having that super yummy drink, right?
Oh yeah, we were having the Night Blossom over there in Pandora.
Yeah. Oh, it was super. It was like refreshing, but like super, super duper sweet.
Yeah, it was super sweet.
So I kind of just drank everybody's that they couldn't finish, which was my plan all along. I was like, I know nobody's gonna finish this,
except for me.
But it was yummy. Yeah, but it's all good.
Yeah.
So we had the Night Blossom. That was fun.
Yeah, we got that. We wanted to get. I forget. Did we go and actually get a snack? Because I know Bailey did some shopping.
No, I think I gave everyone like goldfish.
Okay.
I don't think I gave them anything.
All right.
Oh no, we did get a snack. We got fries.
Oh yes.
We got fries.
We went over to oh my god.
It's like a little private area.
Yeah, but what's the name of the barbecue? Flame Tree
Barbecue.
Flame Tree, yeah. We went to Flame Tree Barbecue because I wanted to try the fries with the plastic cheese that AJ and Disney Food Blog talks about all the time. So I got those that has pulled pork, plastic cheese, some other stuff on there. What we did though is we took them. If you go to the left of Flame Tree Barbecue, there's seating there, right? And there's immediate seating that's right next to there. But if you keep going further back, there's more like hidden seating, like behind like this big pond. And there's like, then you go back and it's like covered. It has fans. You're still sitting outside, but it's covered, has fans. There's utensils, there's condiments, like, and there's a lot of seating, and it's a beautiful view of Everest, right? You see of Everest.
It was private and beautiful. It was so nice.
It's a perfect place, and anyone could go back there. Anywhere you're eating around there, you could take your food back there and go sit. That was something I learned from watching all ears videos, and they would go back there, and definitely something you should go check out.
So we finished up our snacks around like 11:15 or so and decided to go to what is it? Mickey and Minnie's Adventure Outpost where they do the photos.
Yeah.
We love it's like one of my favorite photo places. I just like their outfits and it's
Yeah.
easy peasy. There's usually never a super long wait. Now this was the first time that the girls were using autograph books, and I have to say, like go Rob. Like we were last year we did pin trading and that can get quite expensive and time consuming.
And you end up, as a parent, you end up searching for pinbacks a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
pin
times.
backs and like kids lose pins. There's lots of tiers. We
Yeah.
had no tiers over the autograph book,
Yeah.
and it was just like delightful. They really enjoyed this. So it's so funny because it seems like after years of us going, like a decade of going to Disney, right? You would have figured out that autographs are the way to go, but no, we're still testing them all out. And
Yeah.
this was awesome. This was so fun.
We just picked up some autograph books off of Amazon, on the cheap, and
Got fun little pins.
yeah, and they lasted, and they made it, and the kids are happy. So
Yep.
they're gonna keep all that. So, and that was a nice. It was easy to get to them, get to the characters. Now, we had seen Mickey and Minnie in their safari outfits. They were out and about in the park, so we just kind of like ran into them, and we were like, "Oh, Mickey and Minnie." They were like, we were like, "Kids, get your notebooks out!" And like it was somewhat passive aggressive. Like it was like one of the helpers, one of the cast members, kind of just spoke to everyone in the area. She's like, Mickey and Minnie are just doing photos, like quick photos. If anyone's looking for to sign anything, they would have to meet them at their meeting area in the outpost.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Kind of
oh,
like,
okay.
okay.
So that's something to know. If you are looking for autographs, they're not going to autograph if they're just roaming around the area. You have to actually go to like a meet and greet,
Yes.
and that's how you get autographs.
So then that kind of wound up, or ended. Wound up, ended. I don't really know.
I was wound up.
And then we went over onto the train to go to Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Yeah.
The girls had never been over there before, and this has been on our bucket list of things. And we knew that there was going to be an animation
the animation station
lesson.
Yeah.
At, what was it, 12:30 or was it 12:15?
Yeah, I think 12:15.
And so we kind of planned our trip around this. We got over there, walked through the beautiful butterfly gardens, got into the conservation station, and got the girls all ready to go. They got their paper, they got their pencil, they took a seat, and they took a class on how to draw Minnie Mouse.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, right, this is over in Rafiki's Planet Watch, in like that main building area. They have an actual Disney animator that comes on and teaches you how to draw a character. Like does it and like shows everything on the overhead and step by step how to do it, and it gives little fun facts. Like she was telling fun facts about Minnie, about like the voices of Minnie and stuff like that. And the girls like remembered that. They were like picking it up and
They're like telling me.
Did you know there was another Minnie? And she only did it till 2019, and then then somebody she married the voice actor who did Mickey up until that time. It was like what
Like,
it wasn't
okay.
scandalous,
Cool.
necessarily, but all right. I mean, I can only imagine what it's like in their house, right?
I don't know, but it was really cool. Their drawings were wonderful, very, very cute.
Bailey's was slightly evil looking, but that's just the way it turned out.
So that kind of ended at 12:45. So we went out to the what would you call it? Petting area.
Yeah.
And the girls chased around some goats. Nobody wanted to go towards the pig, but
Bailey kind of went towards the pig,
and
but
then
it
it pooped.
Yeah, it started pooping. We were like, all right, time to go. But it was a little crazy. There's a lot of kids there, and they were just running around. The animals. Now, I will say, and we hadn't mentioned this. Obviously, it's end of July in Florida, but it was hot.
Oh yeah,
it was super hot.
It was disgusting.
And so it was hot anywhere. So they were just saying that, like, then I don't know how active the animals are going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but they were there. They were eating. Their goats were going, and the pigs were pigging. But yeah,
And now at this time, I think we're saying like we're kind of
we're
done with Animal
there wasn't
Kingdom.
really anything. We didn't. Cali River Rapids at that point was at a 40-minute wait. I was like, I'm not waiting 40 minutes.
For like a
We weren't using Lightning
40-second
Lane
ride.
for a one drop ride. I wish that ride was longer. It'd be a lot better. Plus, like the theming, it's all about logging and stuff. It's kind of, I don't know. Anyway,
So now we headed over to Epcot, and this is where I get fuzzy, and you're gonna have to fill in the blanks because maybe I
Oh.
was like, I don't know, maybe I was out of it because I don't have any pictures until about 5 p.m. So my memory is gone between 1 and 5. You tell me.
Again, it was pretty hot. So we did park hop over to Epcot, and the only way to get from Animal Kingdom to Epcot is by bus. So we did have to take a bus. I don't think it took too long. I think we got there and didn't have to wait too long. It was obviously nice to get on a cold Disney bus and sit down for a little bit as you're getting over to Epcot. And, kind of getting your bearings and getting your plan together. We had a bunch of lightning lanes to start off the day. We had Soarin'.
Yes.
We had Living with the Land, and we had then the test track that was a little bit later. I was at like 3 o'clock. Soarin' was at 12. It was already at 1.
Yes.
By the time we got over there.
Right.
So this is where things started getting a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
With the timing. It was a strange day at Epcot. I'll just say that. Just the
Dynamics.
yeah,
What's
definitely.
happening.
I think test track is throwing things off a little bit, and people don't know how to react to that. So it was like Frozen was at like a 40-minute wait all day, but there weren't any lightning lanes available, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. It was kind of a waste of a lightning lane for us.
Yeah.
But we did have them. So we also wanted to eat lunch because everyone was kind of hungry, and it was just one of those things. It was like as we were walking in, I'm trying to mobile order to eat at Connections Eatery, and like the arrival time, it was like 1:30. The arrival time was at 1:50. And I was like,
eating.
But I was like, but we need to kind of make this Soarin'.
Yep.
We don't have that much time to go on Soarin', or we might lose it because if we stop to eat and it takes like a half an hour, and now we're pushing that hour and 59-minute late time.
And we didn't want to eat at the Sunshine Cafe because it was just the options there were not something that the kids were necessarily going to be into. So, I mean, I know you're thinking, like, why don't you just eat there?
Yeah,
well,
just eat there.
I mean,
and maybe
that would have been simple.
But maybe we should have just pushed them,
Yes,
just
I know.
kind of guided them that way.
Right.
So anyway, so we get into Soarin'. So I placed the order. I'm saying I'm not going to, say prepare my food yet. So I get into Soarin'. We get into Soarin'. We get in a lightning lane. And it must have been, I don't know, but we waited a long time in the lightning lane. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And of course, like we were like the next people loading into the ride to do the pre-show.
Yeah.
So we had to wait for an entire pre-show to happen, and then wait for cars A and B to load up.
Yeah.
Like groups A and B to load up to get to C. So it was just like, this is killing me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, like. So now I'm trying to check us in, or tell them that I'm here, prepare my food, and like the Wi-Fi spotty down there, and it's like it's not working. Like I can't get it to work. I don't know if they're just gonna lose our order. So we get it to go. We hit it. Like it was right at the end of our window, but we were still waiting to get on to Soarin'. So it was like the food. We knew the food wasn't going to be warm by the time we got there. We did go on Soarin'. It was a great time, right, as always.
Yeah, loved it.
But then we had to, like, kind of make our way across, just across to the other side of... It wasn't really that bad, but, again, it was hot. Right now you're like 2 o'clock,
Yep.
and it was hot.
Prime time heat.
Connections Eatery was insane.
Yes, talk about I know that eating quick service meals can sometimes be tricky. You've got to be like that.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Like you're looking for that table and you're jumping on it as soon as somebody like stands up and walks away. And that was definitely what was happening at Connections Eatery.
Yeah.
Now, I am not a fan of quick service just in general. So having this meal at Connections Eatery where I actually could not bite into or chew my chicken sandwich did not help my distaste for quick service meals. Now, I know there are a lot of quick service, like I had an outstanding quick service meal today, so I know it's just about where you go and what you choose, but this was not a great way to start off our park days, to be honest.
With the lunch, or
With the lunch, with the quick service
with what we were
lunch, right.
eating,
Because we're on the dining plan.
Yeah,
we
we
get
were
the
using the dining plan.
one sit down and then one quick service a day. So, and that's not the norm for us. We normally don't go towards quick service ever.
Correct. So that was a little bit stressful. It was stressful getting a table. The food wasn't, the food had been prepared and sitting there for probably 15, 20 minutes or so.
Yep.
And then it was just like our drinks weren't there, like the kids were, it was just one of those things.
Yeah.
Maybe try it again another time when we go back.
Maybe.
But it had very, I don't know, the food options it was just like, more chicken fingers and fries and stuff.
I know. The pizza, she seemed to like whenever kids got pizza and loved
really,
it, which is surprising.
Really, yeah. They had big slices of pizza. But, it was, we got in and out there. We had then we had to go back over to Living with the Land.
Yep. So now we've ping-ponged it,
yeah,
right?
so now we had our lightning lane there that was, was past the time, but because of the grace period, the unofficial grace period, we were able to go on that. Now, that was how I kind of knew that it was a stranger park day, because Living with the Land, when we initially got there, was at a 30-minute wait.
Right, which is nuts. That's bananas.
Yeah. So, we had our lightning lane, we went on that.
Listen.
Two
out of the four of us fell asleep on the ride, and a third person was also considering closing their eyes. I think we were just exhausted and heat stroking. I still love it. Still my fave. But there was definitely no air generating. So going through greenhouses on like 100-degree day was like, whoa.
It's low volume, it's slow moving, it's hot. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going out. Normally I'm looking for air conditioning, that's put me out, but also like super hot.
Yeah.
And I'm also.
So anyways, I'm glad we went. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved, I feel like there's plants that they grow all the time, like their tomato tree and whatnot. But I also felt like I saw some newer plants this year that I hadn't noticed in the past. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Got to see some newer things. I don't know. And then where did we go? We came out of there.
So I think we went out of there, and that's when we got the kids the gone fishing. We went over to the Goofies, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, did we do Moana's before gone fishing, I thought?
I think we did gone fishing and then
No, we did Moana's first and then did gone fishing.
Oh, okay. So
that's where I start to pick up on my pictures again.
Okay, so that's where it was. So now, part of the problem that we were having was, obviously, we have water bottles that we were bringing with us to the parks.
Yes.
We had, everywhere in Animal Kingdom that we went to go refill our bottle, they have refillable stations. All the water was warm.
Yeah.
It's not cold at all.
That?
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy how warm this water is. So we just, I don't know, it was just one of those things. We knew we could obviously go to quick service restaurants and stop and get like ice cold water, but we were kind of just moving along, and so we were trying to just do that, but the water was warm. So
it was kind of disappointing because like our plan, right, was to
Yeah.
stick with our water bottles.
Yeah.
So we were trying to do this kind of different thing, as they
Refill.
teach you in Epcot,
And
be
so-
more sustainable.
Yeah, and so Animal Kingdom, the water was warm, but also the water that we found at Epcot was warm as well at the
Yes,
refill stations.
right.
There's one right outside of Moana that you think would be cold.
Right.
But it's not.
It's
it was
not.
warm.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, that's something that maybe Disney needs to kind of step up their game on. Because I hear over in Universal, I hear Epic Universe,
I know.
everywhere you
Rob's
go,
talking about this all the
everywhere
time.
you go, it's like ice cold water, refill stations. They got them over in anything that's a soda fountain. You can anyone could go up there and just fill up their bottle and get fresh water. I kind of didn't. We should have filled up our water. I think we made a mistake. We should have filled up our water at Connections Eatery.
Yes, right.
But we didn't do that for some reason.
I think we were thinking it wasn't allowed, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure why we felt like that.
But then we were like, after that, we were like, wait, why didn't we do that? So we went through Moana. The kids, Bailey got soaking wet,
Yes.
which we were against, of course.
Well, we always we give them a warning now. Like whatever happens while you're in Moana's area, you have to live with it for the rest
that's
of the
your
day. Because
decision.
last year we ended up having to buy new shoes and all sorts of things.
You're like, my shoes
And
are wet,
I just wanted
can't
to
wear
set
'em."
up that expectation that like, no sir,
Yeah.
we are not buying new outfits today. And so she knew that going in, and they both did, and her choice was to fully immerse
Soaking
herself
wet, yes.
in the experience, and
Yeah.
that's what she had to live with for the rest of the day.
Yep.
But she did, and so I think giving that expectation helped a little bit, like slightly.
Yeah. Yep. No.
All right,
So
so-
after we left Moana, that's when I think we went to the Goofy's.
Yes, we had the Gone Fishing.
Yeah, we went.
Which-
if for those that didn't know, Goofy has set up shop in Communicore Hall. It's like Goofy's like Play and Go or something, and it's just Goofy putting on all these events for like younger kids. I'm talking like, 6 and under probably.
Yeah, it's really young.
Yeah.
Like they're doing like little like hula hoop tosses
Yeah,
and stuff.
and
It was very young
kinda chaotic.
activity.
It was kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
We walked through there, but they
And
also
Goofy
have
was dancing.
Goofy
so
was dancing.
There's a DJ.
They also have a quick service window on the outside called Goofy's Grab and Go, and they serve this specialty drink called Goofy's Gone Fishing. It's a slushy.
It's super cute.
Abby's gonna tell you all about it, the colors and
Well, the funny thing is, I didn't get one. Was it just you three again?
yeah.
Okay, so it was
you said
kind of,
you
I mean,
didn't
they
want
said it
one.
was a similar taste to the one we had gotten earlier in the day. And it's blue. It's got those little, what is it? They're not Orbeez. They're
Boba
like
pearls.
the Bobo pearls at the bottom. And then it had really adorable gummy sharks at the top that are really colorful. And again, this blue drink. So,
And then at the bottom it had
Nice.
some Swedish fish.
oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
And in fact, now that I say that, I think we went to that after Test Track.
Oh, shoot. We skipped over Test Track. How could we do
Yeah,
that?
that's true. We went to Test Track.
All right. So,
That's right. So we went to Test Track. We, in fact, yeah, after Moana's, we went to Test Track, and I think that's where Bailey was ended up being. No, Bailey was cold somewhere.
All right, so Test Track.
This is the
So
new and improved Test
interesting.
Track.
So they've kind of cut out the whole beginning where you like make your car and stuff, and that's fine. I didn't really find that to be a very valuable experience for
And
me.
I think they did that to move the queue along. Right?
Yes.
So they're not. That was obviously stopping and doing all that is taking up a long amount of time.
Yes. Okay, so then we get into the queue, we get onto our ride. No, it's so interesting that they make this ride and I think the old one was the same, where it's 6 people in a cart. So I always feel like they're splitting up families or doing certain things, because a typical family, I say, is 4, right? And
Yeah.
then, I mean, it could be 5, or it could be whatever you want. I'm not trying to limit your family
Yeah,
size,
yeah.
but like it just feels like, okay, we're always going to be sitting next to a random person.
Yeah.
I have to say, the woman that Bailey and I got seated next to was like really sweet. She had like an English accent,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she
yeah.
just said to Bailey, she's like, I'll keep you safe or something like that. She's like, if you bump into me, that's okay. And like, she was just like nice.
No, that's nice.
And the fact that she like approached Bailey and talked to her, I think
Yeah.
is just like even better, because it could have been like some like random sweaty dude that was like really into the ride and like not like kid friendly. So,
AKA me.
well, no, you're very kid friendly. So,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
A super sweaty guy in the right, and it was just me. Yeah, it was like then in the front it was Heidi, me, and some random guy.
Super random
guy. But no, what did you think of the ride?
Great. You know, like I really liked it. I mean, I don't know that I have much to say about cars and things like that.
Okay.
I liked the new visions that they had of cars and where we're going.
Yeah.
That gets me a little excited, and that you can like create your own car from home. Like like what they're saying about it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I always like hope to see something neat when we go outside in the car, but like it never is very neat. It's just, you know, nothing special out there.
Yeah.
Although it was really bright, so I could have missed something special.
The stuff that they did inside the building, it was like kind of like, you know, you were like veering off paths and you were going faster on corners and stopping, and it was supposed to be like it was somebody like controlling your car in what you were doing. So it, like that had a little bit of adventure to it, but it was also telling you about sustainable like, you know, cars and renewable cars and fuel sources and all that stuff.
So it's cool. What I found really interesting is you pretty much walk into a showroom where I'm pretty positive there are salespeople like standing next to the cars. Those cast members, to me,
oh really?
had iPads and they were standing near cars. Like if you had questions about them, and I don't know if they are legit selling the cars or like grabbing your information to sell you the cars later. But to me, I was like, did we just go to a car sales place? Like I've seen that's it. I was like, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I was like, I have no interest in looking at any of these cars. I need to go.
Thankfully, we did not buy any cars.
Well, no, I mean, like, it's just not. I'm at Disney. I want more Disney-esque things.
Exactly. I concur.
So then after this,
that's when we went to Moana. And we got the warm water, and then we went to gone fishing because everyone was kind of angry and tired and hot. And parched.
Well, now it's starting to get towards dinner time.
Yeah, so now it was getting late. Yeah, so we actually that was why, because I remembered we had brought our drinks over back to the land pavilion, which we have now entered for the 3rd time.
I know, it's crazy.
In that day, and like we hadn't even gone to World Showcase. Like we hadn't left like the front of Epcot.
No, not.
And it was just going back and forth like all day long. And so we went there because we had a Garden Grill reservation.
Yes, Garden Grill is still phenomenal. Actually, I think it was even better this time. Like, I really enjoyed it. I felt like the kids ate pretty well.
For those that don't know, Garden Grill is a sit-down dining character experience in the Land Pavilion. You sit, your tables slowly rotate around the building. You get to kind of see into with the land.
Yes.
and you get fed all you care to enjoy, like kind of home style, family style
Yes.
meal.
Right. It's got your turkey. It's got some like steak strips. It's got
Yeah,
your green beans, your
mashed
all sorts of mashed
potatoes,
potatoes. Oh, so good.
and then
Mac and
and
cheese.
had a salad and mac and cheese.
And you
Um,
can ask for more.
yeah, you could just ask for more, and they kind of bring around, and then all the characters. You get Mickey. Um, it was Mickey, Chip Dale,
Yes.
and was there another one?
Goofy? Was it Goofy or was it Pluto?
It was, was it Pluto?
I have to look. Oh my goodness. How
Yeah,
terrible that I can't remember.
but you know, that was there. The kids, the kids kind of ate.
Yeah, Pluto,
It
right?
was Pluto,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, so that's them. So they all come around just like every character experience.
right. So after that, I'm not sure that we did anything else. We were kind of like it was looking a little stormy out. And we were kind of like, oh shoot, is the Skyliner gonna be up?
Because it was like after now we're getting into because our it was 6:15 was our reservation. Now we're
right,
at like
it was about 7:30ish when we
yeah.
rocked everything up.
And if you remember, we were kind of tired from
Yeah.
because
Well, we had
our
gotten
delayed
up at
flight
5:30.
our delayed flight the night before, and
Yeah.
then we had a Typhoon Lagoon day, and we were up late because of the
We went to Topolino's.
the
to see the
Topolino's up later than we
fireworks.
wanted to. So we were kind of just done at that point,
Beat. Yeah.
and we came back.
Yep. Yeah, because we knew that we could see the fireworks from our resort.
Yes.
Even from our balcony.
And I just said, I was like, we don't want to be here for the fireworks. So we have to get
Yeah.
out of here before that. So we didn't, it was kind of, the kids were a little upset. They wanted to go on Remy's. Remy's was at like a 50, it was never a low wait. I couldn't get a lightning lane. It was a low wait, it was a longer wait time. It kept like fluctuating between like 50 to 55 minutes. And I was just like,
Right.
I don't know, guys. I don't think we have it in us right now. We're all kind of tired.
right.
And they even kind of agreed, but they were a little upset. But sometimes you just have to make those.
Yeah. Like we come back
Yeah.
and we're going to come back. Now, it was interesting to me that I didn't know they had such strong feelings about seeing the different countries because we've done it, we've gone, but it's always been like and kind of like dragging them around the world. And so that's kind of why we decided it wasn't important to
Yeah.
us this year. But they mentioned it, and I was like, "Is this what you're gonna remember? Is like the one thing that we decided not to
They're
do?"
like, yeah, they were like, we didn't even go into the countries.
I know we did to go get the Skyliner. I'm like, "Look, we're in France."
Yeah, we went.
Yeah.
Here's England. Here's
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
Here's England. Here's France.
But yeah, and it's they were right. Like as soon as we had walked in and like walked by England, I was like, "Oh, babe, you didn't go to Rose and Crown," you know,
Yeah, it was
like
like-
things like that. That I was just like, man, maybe we do need to go to spend some time. I don't know.
Yeah,
There were just
but it
certain
just-
things that I was like sad, bummed about.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it was hot. We were at the end of our day, and I think that's a lesson. That's like your family. You can't push the kids. You got to think about how many days you have left on the trip.
Yeah.
How many days
Where you're at in your journey for sure.
Yeah, I think would they have been fine waiting 55 minutes to see Remy to go through Remy's?
I don't know.
It wasn't like it was the first time going on it.
But I do feel like at
enjoy
that
it?
point there was a lot of comments about feet hurting and like tiredness. So there wasn't like a ton of complaints about coming back. And then the fact that we saw the fireworks from our balcony, but also there was like a cool lightning happening that we saw. And so
I think
we talked about it a
this-
little bit
yeah,
over
yeah.
the last podcast.
In the last
So
podcast.
that was kind of
So-
like a sweet spot.
We also came back because we were on a dining plan. We had our resort refillable mugs that were included in the dining plan that we hadn't picked up. So on our way back, we stopped here at the Primo Piatto,
Yes.
which is the quick service location in the Riviera. We picked up our resort refillable mugs. We filled them up with whatever they would allow us to, with everything, We filled them up. We filled up our water bottles.
Yes.
Because you can fill up your water bottles at quick service locations. They'll let you fill up your water with ice and water. There's always a water option.
Mm-hmm.
We came back up to our room, and that's kind of where we did our thing. We put the kids to bed, and you heard us talk about our
Day before.
Yeah.
So we're a little behind.
And that's where we ended. But, all in all, I think it was a successful day. I think Animal Kingdom, we started out getting so much stuff done.
Yep. Yeah.
In a shorter amount of time.
Yes.
I think it was the Epcot where we felt like we kind of we were like ping-ponging, like we couldn't get ahead of, like we were just kind of, it felt like we were playing from behind a little bit at Epcot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So again, I think Epcot kind of defeated us in a way.
But not as much as it has in the past. I have to say, we walked away from a lot of stuff. Where I think in the past we don't walk away, and then that's where we just go down the rabbit hole completely. So all in all, it was a successful day. I felt like we had a good time.
Yeah, I mean the kids were happy, and they'll remember nothing probably. just the toys or whatever they bought at the gift shop with their gift cards.
Always. That's a really big deal.
Yeah, so that's about it for our first park day. We'll see on the next episode where we're talking about what happened at Magic Kingdom and kind of how things. You plan for things. You plan and plan and plan. Yep. And then you get to the park and you say, "Oh no, everything's
that wasn't
gone.
Our plan.
Throw it all out." So anyway, that's kind of our teaser going into it.
We'll catch you next time.
Wow, I think is a word to say. For those of you that have listened to our episodes, our family trips of years past,
yes,
you've known that Epcot has kind of been the day
that's been a tough one for us.
Yeah, it's been a tough one for us. And I got to say, it wasn't necessarily a tough one, but it was a little bit more, things were a little bit less, I don't know, we just didn't have the freedom that we want. I felt like I was being more pulled to do more things. I didn't have as many options, I think. It was kind of strange.
It was definitely smushed. We didn't get to do Ratatouille and Frozen. And those are two gigantic rides. Yeah. And plus, I didn't realize it, but I know our little one actually missed seeing the worlds.
Yeah.
Or the the lands. And I get it, but I was also not willing to do it this year.
Yeah.
So it was different. It was really different.
You know what I'm most upset about?
What is that?
Is that we didn't go on the Grand Fiesta tour.
I know. Isn't that strange? Yeah. I thought about that too, or even pop over to Rose and Crown for you, because that's always such a big deal.
Yeah, but we at least but we didn't even go over to Mexico.
Yeah.
It was that's how crazy that was.
Yeah. We just kind of did it all, or did what we could do.
I think so. As a day now, with us being a little over a week removed from that day, how do you feel about park hopping, specifically Animal Kingdom and Epcot?
So park hopping was fun. I felt like it was just this novelty that we don't normally do. Wow, we're going to do it all in 2 days. I definitely felt like we prioritized Animal Kingdom and did what we wanted to do at Animal Kingdom, got it all done. And then even some things that we really wouldn't have normally done, like Dinosaur.
Yeah.
We went all out at Animal Kingdom. And then I think it probably would have been smarter for us to take a snooze, take a rest or something, pool, and then go to Epcot, and then add Epcot again on another day and prioritize the rides, split up the priority rides.
Okay.
But that being said, like we had a different kind of trip this year. We had a
Yeah.
lot shorter time at Disney than we normally have. And then add in the late arrival and all sorts of
Yeah,
things.
it felt a little
So
crunched. I agree.
so yeah, like I do feel like we missed out and it was a little sad, but at the same time, would I have pushed myself more on that park hopping day? No,
No.
I really wouldn't have. And I walked away saying like, wow, that was a really successful day. I didn't I mean, I was a little like a little nostalgia thing, sadness going on for missing the rides, but at the same time, like we know we're gonna go back. We're gonna do it. It's not
Yes.
like we're never doing it again.
And
So
I feel like even Frozen and Remy's, right? Because that was the
yeah,
rides we're missing. Like they're up there.
yeah,
We enjoy them, but they're not like anyone's top
top
rides.
favorite, right? Like
Yeah.
Soarin took first
Yeah, and
place,
living
and
with the
then like living with the
land,
land,
and me
and
napping and living with the land, and
walking through Moana's. Listen, we all kind of like we were tired, and it
yeah,
was
and it was hot.
hot.
It was hot, and we
It
were
was
a little
hot in
bit
those
frustrated
greenhouses.
with Disney's water refill stations, as
I
we've
know
said.
those were hot
And
too.
at one point, there was even like Abbie and I kind of got like a little heat. We were both we were like jabbing at each other a little
When
bit.
I don't
It
even
was like
remember.
right at the end of when we left Test Track. We were a little bit like, it's like, I want, like, we were both like, I think we were a little dehydrated. Anyway,
I
let's
know.
not
I
get
don't
into
even
it.
remember. Oh
Just,
no, this is
I
like
could say
putting a
anything that happened. I
I
could say,
know this is putting a sadness to my day because I thought we were awesome all day.
no,
So I
by the
don't know.
way, you said you were going to take on another job and you're going to let me stay at home
Oh,
and
well,
play
I
video
already
games all
have
day.
like
So
three
yeah, you remember
jobs. You
that. So that
can't.
worked
That
out.
can't happen. So sorry.
One thing I did want to clear up before,
Yeah.
but I'll let you continue. What were you gonna say?
No.
So we in our recap, we kind of said that we left Garden Grill and then just went back home to the hotel on the Skyliner. We actually did go on 2 more rides.
We did. We
That we
totally
just
forgot about.
totally
Sadly.
forgot about. We went on Spaceship Earth after we left Garden Grill. And then we went on the
Finding Nemo.
Under the Sea, with Nemo and Friends.
Yeah.
So we did go on that ride, and they both are what they are, right? We both enjoyed Spaceship Earth. Abbie and I went on it together. The kids went.
Yes.
We were picking things. I was filming stuff, so it was, But it's the ride that everyone's been on those rides. They're both slow moving rides.
Yep.
And it was just kind of like something to do. And then we were sitting in Nemo. We were sitting in the aquarium. We were trying to find sea turtles, which we couldn't find.
They had the sign, and we looked
It's like
everywhere.
sea turtles, sharks, and we're over there, and like, where are the sea turtles? And Abby and I were just kind of and we didn't like express this in our recap, but that's when we were just like, look, we're tired. Like, let's not press.
Let's bring it in.
Yeah. So it was like, we're gonna let the kids do their shopping. We let them shop with their gift cards, and then we're going to go home.
Yeah.
And that was like the thing was like, now we have to get. We just wanted to get to the Skyliner before the end of the fireworks. That was our main goal.
Yeah.
And we did. And we were able to see them like from the Skyliner.
Yeah.
And, it was a good Skyliner.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
We had a great time. So I wouldn't change it for this trip, but like it was in the back of my mind, like, oh, okay. But that being said, I think that's how people do have successful trips. They don't try to cram it all in one day. It's just a little too much.
I don't see.
Yeah.
Unless like the lightning lane gods opened up and just let things happen for us. There was no way we were going to be able to get those other rides.
Yeah.
But
in any case, we hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us. That's a wrap on today's journey from the wilds of Animal Kingdom to the global adventures of Epcot. Was that any better than the intro?
Your intro was phenomenal.
Oh, well, thanks so much for riding along with us on the Disney Hour Express. If you loved this episode, be sure to follow, subscribe, and share the magic with a fellow Disney fan. And don't forget, we'd love to hear from you and about your favorite park hopping adventures. Until next time, we'll see you later.